So I'll be doing some oracle readings for everyone. Um, so I'm going to wait for people to come in and get their notifications. And while we're waiting, I'm going to put on music, okay? Here we go. Good morning. I'm going to start this live in a few minutes. So thanks for being patient. 𝐖ᴇʟᴏᴍᴇ Pro X. Good morning. Posting on social media. That way people can join my live. So share out if you can. Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to my live. Good morning. So, in this live, I'll be doing 13 reads, some bonus readings. I'm going to look into what's coming up for you in this mid-November, okay? So, without further ado, let's get right to it. We'll do females first, then males, okay? And right after that, your no contact situation, and if you have a long distance kind of thing too. And then we'll go down a list so that way people get their messages, okay? You don't get your message by whatever reading you pick, check out the bonus towards the end, okay? There'll be a couple of bonus readings. All right, so what's coming up for females in mid-November? Cornucopia. Man holding a coin. Action in reverse. And appreciation in reverse. Clarify just cornucopia upright and action in reverse. Setbacks. Luck. Investment. All right, females, so what's coming up for you in your mid-November is your wish fulfillment is going to have some setbacks because you're needing to go back and do things different here in regards to your wish fulfillment. So that way there can be a transformation. So your challenge is to be grounded, stable, and solid and take it one step at a time, okay, towards your doing things different in regards to your wish fulfillment. And I feel as though it's about your money and career, okay? Here in the near future, there's not going to be non-action because you're going to try to upgrade your perspective here. So that way you're not holding back on any growth and luck your way, okay, females? Which is going to hit you to the next stage of and get investing in your gratitude for all the things that you do have. Okay, females? That way you get through uncertainty, okay, females, in mid-November. All right, so what can females take away from their reading? Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Go one step at a time, even though you're very uncertain and confused what lies ahead, okay? That way no stone is unturned because you're going to find your joy again and be open to it. Your joy and delight, okay? That's what's going to lead to. Very cool. So that's your reading, okay, females? Now let's move on to males. We're going to look into your mid-November for anybody that's joined this live and that's watching. So what's coming up for males in mid-November? Contract in reverse. financial constraints, broken heart, and walking away in reverse. Clarify, contract in reverse, and broken heart upright. Unfulfilled, manifesting, taking off. All right, males, what's coming up for you in mid-November is you feeling unfulfilled in a partnership here that you're not part of anymore, which is allowing you to feel unbalanced. Feel like whatever this partnership is affecting your work, or at least the partnership you once had. Feel like this person walked away from this partnership and it's making you feel very unfulfilled, males. Your challenge through this is that fixing your financial constraints, being patient as money comes in, okay? What's going to happen here in the near future? There's going to be an opportunity that arises that showcases your talent in whatever you do in your career. And you're going to feel very emotional about it because you're going to be finding things out here. It's going to strike a chord with inside you. Which is going to hit you to the last stage where you're not walking away from anything or anyone from the past. It's because you're going to establish a clear plan before you move forward. Okay? So, what can males take away from their reading? Miracles, expect the wondrous to emerge. There's going to be a miracle here where you're finally going to sit back and relax after you iron certain things out. Ooh, I wonder, what is this miracle? Oh, you're going to get some angelic help, males, in order to trust the universe will provide for you. That's the miracle that's going to come in. That angelic help, okay, males? So heads up with that. That's your reading. Now let's move on to people who are dealing with a no contact situation. And then we're going to go down a list so that way you can get your messages, okay, in this live. So what's coming up for people who are dealing with a no contact situation in mid-November? Community in reverse. Patience. The thinking man. And sixth chakra upright. Clarify community in reverse and the thinking man. Actually, hold on. One more card. Rest and rejuvenation. Clarify community in reverse, the thinking man, and rest and rejuvenation upright. Planner. Transporter. Comfort. And denial. So viewers that are dealing with a no contact situation with a person, here in the situation for mid-November, you guys are going to be doing some planning so each day counts. So your challenge, viewers, in your no contact situation is to have patience. And it's perfect time and place you guys will come together is what I feel. Now, their action towards you is, well, I feel like they're focusing on work, learning how and expanding in order to have more movement in what they're creating and doing. I feel like the person is moving forward. Because they know what needs to be done here in this situation. In order to move it forward. It's not get stuck up in it. Okay, viewers? Because here in the near future, there is going to be rest and rejuvenation of what it's going to lead to between you two. So that way you guys feel more comfortable and things can come into a state of balance between you two, which is going to hit to the next stage. Not needing to be in denial about this situation between you and your no contact situation. Of needing to heal. Of what's going on with inside you. Because this is triggering things, your anxiety and worry. On top of other things that you're needing to heal. Okay? And not being in denial about this situation between you and this person you're in a no contact situation. Because I feel as though how you deny that you want them in your life. Okay? So what can the viewers that are dealing with a no contact situation take away from their reading? In the flow, smooth sailing. So go with the flow of what's going on in life. Okay? It's going to lead you to going slow and taking your time, even if things seem to feel confusing here. So who's this person that they have no contact with? This is a person that doesn't see a relationship with you. It's hard for them to speak up for what they feel and follow their bliss in this situation, viewers. Talking about that person. They see it but don't speak it. This is a person that keeps silence about it. And it's only because they rather sit back and watch you instead of doing something about it. All right, so that's your reading. So let's look into people who has a long distance relationship, and then singles and couples, okay? I did female and male readings before, so if you want to check those out, rewind the live. Hey, good morning, Goldilocks. Hope you're doing well. All right, so what's coming up for people who have a long distance relationship in mid-November? Action in reverse, patience, the thinking man in reverse, and the woman upright. Clarify action in the thinking man in reverse. Transporter, unlocking, silence. I'm doing good. It's pretty laid back in these lives where it's a non-zodiac sign reading. I notice it's a different crowd, which is not bad. All right, back to you people who are dealing with long distance lover, okay, your relationship. So here in mid-November, you're going to be dealing with no transportation, no way of seeing each other is what I feel. So you're just needing through this challenge that's going to happen in mid-November is to have patience, okay? Because here in the near future, what once was lost, what once was unlocked is now going to be open. But you're going to be very uncertain when that is in November, because if obstacles appear to remind you that you're steering off course, so you may have to when the holiday rolls around, to be able to see your long distance lover, your relationship through video call. I feel like that's going to be the only way to really have a good conversation with them, because it's going to take a while because of the airlines and stuff being It's like they're going through a reboot, and now people are starting to get back on track with traveling, okay? So be patient while things balance out. Here in the end, there's going to be a transformation here. You're not going to share too much because there's certain people around you that's not going to be trustworthy. I feel like it's certain people around your home about you wanting to travel towards your long distance lover. I feel like you're going to try to be hopeful around these times where it seems like nothing's going to open up. You may want to look into traveling by train if it's possible, okay? If you're capable. All right, so what can long distance relationships and lovers take away from their reading? Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay, find out your options. Things seem to be confusing at the moment. They're going to clear up. Okay, so that way, like you have hope. Because I feel like you're going to try to find any way you can. And it's going to be stressful, but that stress is going to be relieved, I feel, once you allow yourself to feel. Meaning, if that stress builds up and you get angry, try to make sure you release by crying. Because it's okay to cry. Because it clears up any kind of confusion and mental fog, okay? Clear the air, okay? That's your reading. Really hope it helps. Now let's move on to singles. It's a huge transformation that's going on, especially around this time. So no wonder I'm getting heavy energies. People going through some really heavy mental fog and even feeling chaotic with inside them. Definitely trying to be patient soon as I get my settlement and my taxes. I'm moving to Atlanta. Ooh, cool. I'm thinking about getting a rental and buying a car out there, and the cars are so nice. I need to give my son his car so I can have a new one. Oh, yeah. Goldilocks, that's going to be awesome. Wait for it, and definitely be worth the wait. All right, singles. What's coming up for singles in mid-November? Woo, door to value. Strategy. Fourth chakra, upright. And broken heart. Clarify door to value and fourth chakra, upright. Parenthood. Caution. Planner. Oh, all right. So what's great about you singles, there's going to be a new opportunity in your money and career in mid-November. And also an opportunity of making sure that you're nurturing yourself as you work towards your goals so you can expand more in this new beginning in your finances and career, okay? That's what's going to be your challenge, is a new strategy so you can form balance through it. Because here in the near future, I feel like you are, because you're going to have more caution and exercise that in order to make a wise decision. So you're showing yourself love and compassion here in the near future. So you're taking it easy. Here in the end, you may get stressed out here in regards to you taking stock of your finances and identifying what needs to change. But you'll be patient through it when you're feeling emotional about it, because you know it's critical to make a plan so that each day counts, so you're not feeling like you're overspending here. You're going to realize that there's certain things that you can wait on your spending and certain things that you just need to save up. I feel like that's what's going to get you emotional here, the highs and lows of it. But you'll get through it, okay, as you plan things out so it's not so stressful on you, okay? So what can singles take away from their reading? Choose your path. All is possible, okay? Just trust yourself. And I feel like you are, because you're going to be open to your spiritual source just in case you need a rebalance, and also take stock of what needs to be healed here in your finances and towards yourself, okay? So that's your reading, singles. Let's move on to couples. I know how that is. I got 3 shots in my upper neck, so I got a brain fog. My head hurts so bad. Oh, big hugs, Goldilocks. Thank you. I'll try my best. That really sucks. 3 shots in your upper neck, so I got a brain fog. Man, that must have hit a nerve. There's certain pressure points in the neck and on the side here. If you find out and massage, it can relieve a lot of tension headaches, scattered headaches, and even brain fog too. So I would look into different pressure points on the side of the face. Even the neck can, certain massage points can really help relieve pain. All right, so what's coming up for couples in mid-November? Hey, guess what? Couples, you got the first victory. Look at that. Cha-ching! Oh, you welcome, Goldilocks. Yeah. It's supposed to take away the pain, not make more issues. You know what I'm saying, Goldilocks? Big hugs. Okay, back to you, couples. Man holding a coin. Contract in reverse. And action upright. Clarify victory upright and contract in reverse. Offering angelic help, comfort, All right, so this is about a breakup for you couples. Already been a breakup. Now, couples, if you're like, I haven't broken up, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not talking to you couples that haven't broken up, okay? I'm talking to couples that there's a new breakup that's happened and you're coming to me about it and you want to know more of how it's going to escalate, okay? So, couples that are dealing with a breakup, a separation between you two, there's going to be a victory here and success here in your guys' situation where you're needing to set up that time and space for your meditation. Also, making an altar so that way you're able to put the things that you need to that will build up success and remind you of the things that make you happy. Okay, couples, they're dealing with a fresh breakup, okay? Because this is going to get you to focus, to heal, to mend, and release. Because your challenge here is to focus on those new things so that way you can heal, mend, and release the situation, okay? This will help you be rock steady as you move forward because here in the near future, there is no partnership between you and your person that you broke up with, okay? And you may feel off balance, okay? But you're getting angelic help here. Yes, in this reading, so that way you keep on moving forward, even if it's one step at a time. And you're needing to do it one step at a time, so that way this healing can be long lasting in a sense of you being able to return back into your journey where you're stable and solid again, okay? And that's what's going to help this angelic help of you spending time and space with your spiritual source, whatever that is, okay? The God or goddess or universe of your choosing, okay? It's going to get you to move in balance and feel more comfortable in your own skin again. And you're going to be able to heal all areas of your life and feel comfortable again in your love life, even while being single, okay? You'll be able to feel like you can be able to face any kind of hostilities and block out anything as well that no longer serves you, especially on social media. Okay, couples that are dealing with a still fresh breakup, okay? So what can couples that just broke up take away from this reading? Taking shelter, the answers lie within. So no rush. Okay. This is a good time to stay at home, have some introspection time, really care about yourself. Okay. It's you time. That's what you can take because this is going to get you to purify, activates vibrant life force. So use your shower or your bath around this time. You can do a simple thing towards yourself if you're taking a shower. Let this water cleanse me and release me from any past energies or past constraints. Heal me in my mind, body, and spirit. Something you can say either out loud towards yourself or not saying it at all, but thinking it. Okay? Or you can take a bath, relax in there for at least 15 to 20 minutes with some soothing music, okay? And Have gratitude for that moment that things could have been a hell of a lot worse, and that you're thankful that your needs are being met at that very moment, okay? That you're releasing anything that no longer serves you by taking good care of yourself, and you should be proud of that because you're making that time and space for yourself to heal. And that's the biggest responsibility step that you're taking, okay? So remind yourself of those things, is allowing yourself to heal in all aspects, including how you talk with yourself, because it'll help you release overanalyzation through a breakup, okay? Because you know how when we deal with breakups, we can overanalyze every aspect of it until it debilitates us. So now you're doing something different so this situation doesn't debilitate you anymore, okay? So that's your reading, couples, okay? Now let's move on to employed people. Yippee! Goldilocks, do you take magnesium? Because magnesium is really good for muscle tension, and some also different kind of herbs are very good. Natural herbs are good for tension too. So if I were you, I'd look into that. Magnesium and natural herbs that release tension from the body. I know one, I just read up on it. I forgot how it's pronounced. So if I find it, I'll let you know. Because I subscribe to your channel. You'll probably get a message from me later about it, okay? And you're welcome. All right, so employed people. What's coming up for employed people in mid-November? Victory in reverse. Man holding a coin. Angel of love in reverse. And fifth chakra upright. Clarify victory and angel of strength in reverse. Transporter. Designer. The office. You may feel like a failure, employed people. You're just needing to speak up here, like speak your truth of how you know things should be here. That even though there's not success here in what you do for work, it's still moving forward. What may seem like it's going backwards, it's actually going forward, okay? Employed people in mid-November for you. Your challenge is to be stable and solid through this and taking it one step at a time, even if you feel like you're a failure, okay? Because here in the near future, you're needing to have strength here to embrace your individuality and expressing yourself in such a different way, in a business-like way, okay? Where it's grounded and stable, which is going to hit you to the next stage here. And how you speak your truth of how you want to delegate certain tasks here and what you do for work. towards your employer. Because for some of you employed people, you want to spend some time here at home. You feel like if you don't speak up, you're a fail. Like, you feel like if you don't speak up, like I get this message that you get upset at yourself, that you're a failure if you speak up for what you want. No one's going to know what you want unless you do. So your employer needs to know that you want to have Thanksgiving off, Christmas off, and you're able to work certain shifts and you don't, and it doesn't make you a failure. You're just needing to express that so that way certain things get moved around. But if you're like, but Mary, I just got this job and everything, there's nothing wrong with letting them know that. It's not like you're saying you're being lazy or anything. You're just letting them know, hey, I really need some time with my family these holidays for whatever reason. And that, especially if you have kids at pre-made family, you'll choose what's right for you. You just need to learn, like we've all learned, how to speak up for ourselves, our own truth. So what can employed people take away from their reading? Because I see it in the end that you're going to be able to. So what you can take away from this reading is stay focused and hold your course. And really see it from a different point of view, that the bigger picture here. You're a leader of your own life. So whatever you focus on, hold your course, okay? That's what you can take away from this reading. You'll find a solution here, and you know it. You're not a dummy, okay? All right, so let's move on to self-employed people, then unemployed people. All right, so what's coming up for self-employed people in mid-November? Seventh chakra in reverse. Or chakra upright. Happy family in reverse. And community. Clarify seventh chakra and the happy family in reverse. Business, activation, unexpected, so what's going down in your mid-November, self-employed people? You're going to have a blockage here in your intuition and your spirituality here. which is going to cause you to raise more of your awareness here. So that way you don't give into fear of uncertainty, discombobulation, okay, self-employed people. So your challenge through this is to have some love and compassion for yourself. Because here in the near future, it's going to affect your home life, where it's going to turn it upside down, self-employed people. And when it does, it's getting you to activate using your self-care regimen and power meditation in order for you to focus more on the spiritual world, to receive your divine gifts, because you've been focusing too much on the material world, okay, self-employed people. I feel like you're going to get many triggers along the way, especially something unexpected that's going to happen here in the community. One of the 3 people you're going to meet is going to be deceitful. So get ready for something unexpected here that may set you back, okay, self-employed people. You will know if you activated yourself in regards to doing your meditation before. Because you'll just feel if they're feeling it. You'll just know because they'll feel deceitful towards you, okay, self-employed people. Especially if you're a self-employed person that's a healer, a leader of some kind, especially if you do something on social media, or what I do, or on YouTube. Card reading. Yes, I'm talking about you. Like tarot, oracle readings. Okay? So what can self-employed people take away from this reading? First light, begin a new cycle within inside you. Spending that time and space with doing your spiritual work, okay? Self-employed people, because you are going to feel cherished by your angels or whatever you believe in, that you're going to be calling for protection with, okay? So that way you get your divine gifts, okay? And that's your reading. Now let's move on to unemployed people, then college people, then retired people, and then 2 bonuses. Yippee! This early in the morning is like 7 a.m. Holy crap. Things we got to do. It's almost Friday in the weekend. I'm pretty stoked. I'm cleaning, but I felt that I have self-employment. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to be your own boss. All right, so what's coming up for unemployed people in mid-November? Deceit, door to personal healing and happiness, the temple path, And man holding a coin in reverse. Clarify deceit and temple path. Upright. Business. Caution. And gossip. So unemployed people, in mid-November, you're going to be able to be employed, okay? There's going to be a situation, though, that you're needing to raise your awareness in order to have a bigger and better outcome here in this situation, because there's going to be deceit around you. Certain people, you're going to mesh well, and certain people that's going to cause like drama. So take a step back and watch. Because your challenge here is to make sure that you focus on your personal life and not divulging that towards these new people that you're going to be working with. That you're healing and you're happy through this situation. So it's always good too to allow people talk more and you listen. So that way you understand who you're working around, what the dynamic is, and divulge very little. It's always good to do that because then it's like you're not part of the drama, but you are being looked at more as, oh, this person's really good at listening. You get what I mean? Here in the near future, you and your situation here at work is going to go through a major evolution because you're going to exercise caution in order to make good decisions here. Not only about this new job, but about your money, which is great. Because this huge evolution is going to be big, and I mean in a good way, which is going to lead to being challenged through gossip that's going to be happening around your work. If you're going to be upset at it or paranoid about it. So again, you're getting a warning ahead in advance to zip your lip. And also to not allow your personal challenges to distract you here in your work, okay? Because people are going to be watching you. So if you start feeling all up in your head, go to the bathroom and breathe, splash some water on your face and regroup, okay? It's okay in these moments to do something different like this to nurture yourself so that way you can come back feeling stable and solid, okay? If you need to, suck on a candy. Sometimes it calms us down. Every once in a while, I chew on some gum, okay? I don't know why I got that in your reading, but that was something special that I guess you needed to know, goofball. Okay, unemployed people. So the good thing is that you're going to get a job and you're learning how to move and groove through any kind of gossip and deceit around you, okay? And you're going to have a lot of things big time evolve for you. It's just you're needing not to give into that gossip and deceit and not allowing your personal challenges to distract you, okay? You'll do fine. And not everything will be perfect, but guess what? You always find your way. So what can unemployed people take away from their reading? Send them out and keep going forward, okay? Don't get stuck up in a mental prison, okay? And anything that you feel that is burdening you, release it to simplify your life, okay? That's your reading. So now let's move on to college people, and we'll do some bonus readings in case you didn't get your message. What did she make for breakfast, Goldilocks? Something to know about me. I'm a waffles person, not a pancake person. Just had enough of it throughout my childhood to say no thank you. Anybody likes pancakes? See, more for you. All right, so what is coming up for college people in their mid-November? Community, angel balance, patience in reverse, and fifth chakra upright. Clarify community, upright, and patience in reverse. Shift, manifesting, and taking off. All right, so there's going to be a shift in who you're friends with, your social network, okay, whether it's on or offline. In mid-November, college people, your challenge through this is to be emotionally balanced here. Because here in the near future, you're not going to have any patience here of what it is you want to manifest in order to increase your income. But you'll have an opportunity that arises to showcase your talent, whatever it is you want to manifest, okay? College people, which is going to hit you to the next level of speaking your truth. And that's when things are going to take off, and you're going to be getting through financial constraints too, okay? I get towards the end of November, okay, college people? All right, so what can college people take away from their reading? Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. So spend time near water. Make sure you take your showers, your baths. Go into a nice pool if you can, if it's not too cold where you're at, or jacuzzi, okay? Because this is going to get you to relax, and guess what it does? It nurtures your balance too, okay? So that way you can break trail next. There's going to be a breakthrough at hand where you're going to go your own way and do things different, and then boom, you'll be ready for that things taking off, okay? Especially if you do something in social media, okay? That's for some college people that needed to know that. So that's your reading. Now let's move on to retired people and 2 bonuses. My 8-year-old still has a baby voice, so she's just so funny. The way she said it makes it hard to not. I know, right? Pancakes and sunny side up eggs. My 8-year-old and 12-year-old did it left pancake mix all over and said sorry, LOL. That's funny. I was like, would I rather have waffles and pancakes? And then you told me all that. There was pancake mix. It's like I was in there. I was like, they can have that. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Oh, some of our favorite stuff growing up. All right, so what's coming up for retired people in mid-November? Cornucopia. Walking away. Second chakra, upright. And man holding a heart. Clarify cornucopia and second chakra, upright. Growth. Change. Offering. All right, so there is, hold on, drop something. Piece of paper. All right, so retired people in mid-November, your cornucopia, whatever your, which is meaning your wish fulfillment, is going to have a lot of growth here. It's going to go through another transformation. So your challenge through your wish fulfillment is to walk away from the past so that way it can have that growth. Because here in the near future, there's going to be an opportunity of change here. Where you're going to need to embrace this change in order to open up here towards someone that feel like is a love interest, okay, retired people? This is one who's balancing the emotions and definitely good with kids, good with family, good family life. And plus, all your needs are going to be met by the universe too. Here in the end. This is someone not on the internet, okay, retired people. Someone that is not long distance. Okay? Someone in your neck of the woods, okay, retired people. So that's what's going down in your mid-November. Okay? So what can retired people take away from their reading? Distant thunder, clear the air. That means clear out the past, okay? That way this new cycle can happen. Or else you're delaying your growth and your wish fulfillment, okay? That's your reading. Now let's move on to the bonus reading. And this is for anything that you're coming towards me about, okay? At any point in time, whether it's on this live or after this live, okay? So, one card for females to the answer that they need to their question. Second card for males to their answer to their question, whatever it is. Now and after the live. All right, females, here's your answer. Clear the past and heal the present. Rejuvenating rain. That's your answer, okay? Because your past is holding you back, all right? Males, here's your answer. Get ready for new horizons. Travel is possible if you're wondering about that. So look into it now so you get a good price. Now, if it's not travel, I get you doing an inner voyage of you. That way you really see that you have the courage to face any kind of fear, males, through any kind of situation you're coming towards me about. Because you're very close to reaching your destination, okay? It comes with a transformation, all right? Male and females that are watching me. That's the bonus reading. Really hope it helps, okay? Now let's move on to the last bonus reading, and this is for female and male leaders. You can be a leader of anything. Yourself, your tribe, spiritual leader, leader of a country or an island, okay? So, please give me one card that'll help male and female leaders, whatever they're coming toward about, in order for them to have forward movement with balance and being healed from whatever it is that they need to be healed at this moment in time. Hopeful heart, see her sign, white buffalo woman. You're needing to know that after this step, you're going to have a new beginning where you're going to be able to follow your intuition, and you're going to be able to see clearly. So that way you can keep on having forward movement and trusting yourself, okay? Female and male leaders, my dear leaders. So I'm going to give you a message, and then I'm going to give you a spiritual process. So that way you have that new beginning, okay? Cheers. We're going to have some water before I do this. Clink. All right. Give you the first message, my dear leaders. Look how beautiful that card is. All right. So have hope, my dear leaders, for you are pure of heart. And white buffalo woman appears as the divine sign of a rebirth and harmony. She is the way showerer who lives as one with Great Spirit. She teaches the practices that will free and empower us all. She heralds the birth of the divine upon a new earth, and you are held in her heart, and you will recognize her beautiful grace of spirit in your own. So if you've been having challenging and dark time, there will be harmony and coming together in sacred purpose after putting pain and conflict behind you. So a birth of something pure and true shall happen under auspiciousness of Great Spirit. So forgive yourself and others and lay claim to the purity and goodwill that is your heart's true nature, okay? There's going to be a spiritual blessing bestowed to you, my dear leaders. So let's start the spiritual process in order to have a new beginning within inside you, my dear leaders. With one hand on your heart, it doesn't matter which hand, please place it there lightly, not hard, okay? Please and thank you. And say this aloud. Such is your love. Great Spirit, that our every human need is anticipated. And in times when we have lost our way, you send us a Savior, one who loves us with such passion and purity that they are moved to action on our behalf. May we open our hearts to such saving grace and truly embrace your ways, Great Spirit, bringing the harmony of heaven to earth through my own free will and divine grace. So be it. Three breaths in and out. Now, if there's any names of people, including yourself, my dear leaders, who need a blessing of hope, healing, and renewal, you can call for special assistance now by saying, I call for special assistance of divine disposition through unconditional love, divine redemption, and mercy for. My dear leaders, you can list your chosen names of people, places, communities, groups, or situations, causes, or creatures that move your heart. All life on this planet, throughout time and space. Then, my dear leaders, simply place your hands in a prayer at your heart and bow your head. Now, if you can, imagine a powerful, shining, white buffalo within your heart, radiant and kind and rare, a symbol of true hope, renewal, and divine miracles of healing. Allow yourself to feel touched by the radiance and the otherworldly grace and beauty of this creature in your heart. He will fade away softly, spreading his presence out as light to all those on your list. Or, if you did not state a list, then he will spread his light to the world as a whole. Rest for a moment in this bliss of this blessing, my dear leaders. Now, my dear leaders, you can slowly open your eyes, moving your hands and feet, and you have completed your spiritual process. So, thank you very much. And thank you down in that. You're welcome very much. And I hope you have a wonderful day too, Goldilocks. Be safe while you drive. All right, so just briefly letting you guys know that I do timestamps always at the end of my live, so you can go right directly to your reading. Things are going good with me, just making sure getting things done and doing things in balance. Now, there's been a lot of things going on with the Epstein files and a lot of things going on with some more transformations that are going on with things, especially with the government having to rebalance things through a shutdown and stuff. So my message to people that are having issues with EBT, SNAP benefits, here's my message to you. I post something great for you guys on my social medias and on my community tab in case you ever want to go to it. Right now, there's a huge evolution that's going on with the big bill that Trump did and what was put into it, along with the EBT change up. And my advice to you is have patience and really understand this, that feel love and proud of yourself, because you're just as important as everything else. You're good enough. You do your best. And I'm talking to all SNAP benefits, people that don't commit fraud and all that stuff. So I know there's a huge percentage that doesn't. You always try to make sure that you're on the up and up, and making sure that you're honest about what you do, or else you wouldn't be receiving benefits. So feel love and proud of yourself, because you're just as essential. And tune into your spiritual source around this time, especially when you get stressed out about what the news tries to feed you in regards to information about your SNAP benefits. Really understand what it's causing, because a lot of it's causing a lot of fear about you losing this, you doing that. No. What's happening, there's a huge evolution in what's going on with SNAP benefits, in order to weed out everybody that's committing fraud. And if you know that you're not, you have nothing to worry about. Work requirements and stuff are going to go through a huge evolution, where a lot of these politicians, even Trump, is going to realize it's very unfair to do to people around that are going through that stuff, because he's going to realize that there are people from 18 to 64 that are going through enough in life with health issues, having to do a 9 to 5 job on top of having to do work requirements and stuff. And he's going to come to realize too, a lot of these companies are hiring people part-time and not even working them like a full 30 hours and stuff. So be patient around this time, and be very proud of yourself that you're doing this. You are enough, and you do enough. And that even if you're dealing with some kind of disability, whether it's mental or physical, there's always going to be a way. So a perspective that you can have through this, embrace the unknown with curiosity, okay? Because throughout this journey, there's going to be so many paths, but have you noticed you always find your way, and you gain the experience of wisdom along the way, that whatever you lack, it tends to go away, because you see how of a great worker you are, and that you try to take good care of yourself. So that's my message to people who are dealing with having this uncertainty and not giving into fear of what the news is trying to put out there, and social media and that. That's my message to you, is to keep on moving forward. Take good care of yourself, do your meditation, and it should help you keep on moving forward, okay? And give yourself a break if you start experiencing any kind of fear, so you can rebalance. Remember, don't ever ignore whatever triggers that are going on within inside you in order to rebalance, because you're learning how to invest in yourself in your journey in such a different way, that's getting you to thrive and not survive. Our world is going through a huge transformation, so we don't have to survive, but to thrive now. Our world is more incapable of fulfilling our own needs, and that easily. It's just certain people need to be kicked out of our government on higher positions, because they're going against that. They're going against humanity evolving to thriving. You get what I mean? So now that you know what's going on, This is getting you to invest in yourself so you're not giving into survival mode anymore, but thriving, okay? I had to go on a couple of commentary YouTubes, just one yesterday because I really like his YouTube channel. It's Devori. He's really good at what he does, and it's something I had to put in his chat of giving him a heads up just in case he was wanting to know why there were people coming at him, why this stuff was going on in the news and politics and stuff. I'm like, whenever it feels like it's going backwards, it's going forwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning if things seem so chaotic, it's because there's a huge transformation going on. So that way things keep on moving forward where there's some kind of solution being rolled out for us so we can see the truth clearly, even if we all have different perspectives of what that truth looks like. We're able to sit down and have a conversation and be rational through it and balance, you know? So all I ask is keep on investing in yourself to thrive and not survive because it is possible. And a lot of people are doing it so that way they're not giving into mass hysteria, fears, anxiety, and worry because no, a lot of people don't want their hair to fall out. They don't want to poison their system anymore. So, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoy your journey. If you like to like, share, and subscribe as a donation from me, so that way people know my channel and it can help grow and expand, I greatly appreciate it, okay? Other than that, I'll see you later in my next live, and that's on Saturday. You'll get that notification if you subscribe, okay? So I'll see you later. Bye for now.